this is streaming to my YouTube channel, so keep it
Jim, you're
keep
gonna
it
be
PG.
banned from Google soon.
We have to be
I know.
appropriate because it's on Jimmy's YouTube channel.
Appropriate in what way?
Let me,
Sexually?
Oh, I'm gonna
Beast.
email. Yeah.
Beast, I'm so sweaty.
Oh, yes.
Beads, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna try to keep it to like 35 minutes. We're
Come
gonna
on.
keep it pretty concise.
Look at this family. Look at this family shot we got right here. Yeah.
Jim, take a screenshot.
I will.
All right, get off.
Beads,
Get
Beads,
out of
no,
here.
no, Beads, no pinning anything. Because last time the camera was on you the whole time.
No what?
No,
the
I think
camera
you pinned
loves me.
something.
He hooed? Horton here to who?
Hold on, I'm just sending an email.
Remember Michael Scott?
Who's he wants it?
So,
All right, let's get down to
you're
business.
gonna make a business. You're
All
gonna.
right, Beads, you ready?
All right.
Can you relax, please?
All right, you guys are the stars. I'm just the guest.
That's the definition of your life.
I know, but I'm a great guest.
All right, well, let's jump
Aiming to
into
be
All right.
superfluous.
guys. Let's jump into Max's analysis, and then we'll do the team by team thing again, and then I think that'll be plenty of time. But we'll keep it
Yeah,
at
but
35 minutes.
Max thinks he's real smart because he used Microsoft Excel.
Microsoft. Well, I
All right.
I wanted to preface this with a quick point, and we all know that I'm likely the smartest person in the league.
An idiot.
I excelled in school, and I went to a
Dude, seriously, you're the worst at this. Just say what you're gonna
I
say.
went to an extremely
Keep it
upper
concise.
tier college, and I went to the Harvard of New England.
Yes.
So I learned these incredible data analysis techniques, and that has
Jimmy,
allowed
you told
me
me to go quick, and you're just letting him ramble.
It's allowed me to excel.
All right. Max.
Pun intended.
Like,
Oh, Beebs better. All right, so Jim, why don't you take us through?
All right, let's do it. So Max's analysis was pretty interesting. It wasn't,
good.
it wasn't earth-shattering, but I found it interesting that Beads, you, Tim, and I are pulling up the rear in terms of overall. If you look at 5 weeks, our average weekly or our total or average points through the first 5 weeks, Beads, you're pulling up the rear 86.6 points a week.
James was pulling up the rear last night with me.
Yeah.
I'm
Hello.
at 89.3 or 89.4, and Tim's at 89.3. I mean, it's just awful. Max, you're at 90.3. So us four, like three of the four worst players right now are on this call.
Yeah, so?
And what's interesting, well, there's some outlier weeks, though. Kyle scored 173 points one week, so he's weighted up. Max and I scored 59 points 1 week, so I'm weighted down.
So if you guys were smart, you would have taken the median and not the average, dumbasses.
No, but you have to count these outliers because they occurred.
Yeah.
Right, as a median. You count them.
No,
That's the point of a median.
But I think that
Nope.
All right,
if
good.
Kyle
I'm right.
scores 170 something points, then his team has the potential to put up a huge week like that. And you have to count that within the average.
All right, I'm rating this in. Since we didn't cover my matchup last week, we're jumping into. I'm just gonna say right now, Bert's gonna absolutely smoke me.
I mean, Bert smokes all.
Bert smokes a lot of things.
He just has his team. I don't know.
Screen.
The
Team. Damn it.
Stop
The
ruining
team-
it.
All right, let's make this productive. The team he has going right now.
He's so mad.
The team he has going right now. I don't think he has his best horses going. He has Ben Tate and Steven Jackson as his two starting running backs. And he's flexing out Mike Wallace. And the reason for this is he has the Chiefs D and Jamal Charles on bye.
Can I see us right now?
And No Sean. Actually, No Sean's going to play today. Don't tell Bert that.
You recorded?
Huh?
So,
All right, I got to look at the team.
yeah.
He doesn't have any of his analysis up.
Dude,
It's right there.
Yeah, you're Exprel. Exprel.
Express.
Let's get popping here. So what do you?
Jim, relax. Last week we weren't remotely productive either.
All right, you want to go through my matchup? It's a good one. With
No,
Tim.
we're starting with Bert now.
All right, go away. Go.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have a shot. The sad thing is with my team is I drafted, guys like LaShawn McCoy, Vereen, Doug Martin, and Bernard Pierce, thinking that they'd be my, four running backs, like kind of form a nice quartet, and they've all been absolutely awful. Forsett, who I picked off waivers, has been my one steady guy. So it's just Just go.
Name 6 running backs this year that have been good.
Name them right now. Go.
Jamal Charles, more recently.
Jim, go.
DeMarco Murray. Forset's been amazing. He's number 8 in the league.
Not good.
Marshawn Lynch has been good, and same with Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon.
Yeah, Le'Veon. Arian Foster, when healthy, has been good.
Okay, when healthy, that's not.
Yeah, Jim,
You're
stop
right.
making.
Yeah, okay. I would say Bell, Murray, and Lynch as like the steady guys. Like they might only.
Brian Lynch.
No, Marshawn.
Yeah, so the running back position as a whole has just been miserable for most teams, including myself.
Yeah, that's a valid point. You're probably right. All right, so let's move on from my matchup.
Dak Stacy's been great, top tier.
I think we can all agree. Chris Johnson, Bishop Shanky, win championship.
Bees, your team. I mean, I think my team's collapsing too. But talk about collapse, Beats. You're not having a good go.
Shut up, Jim. Just wait until I dominate you the last game of the season. We're making a huge bet, like something incredible.
What about my beard?
I like it. All right, Max, you want to move on to you versus Tim?
Yeah.
Dude,
so
that's the worst matchup.
These are the two powers of the league year after year, me and Tim. And I think it's safe to say Tim jumped out to a pretty healthy lead. Arian Foster had a hot 26 points, and Reggie Wayne had a juicy 3.5. So Tim's going to smoke me. I'm going to go from 3-0 to 3-3.
Yeah.
And I think all signs point to disaster for my team. AJ Green's hurt.
I think your team's underperforming in a lot of ways. Percy Harvin has not been good for you, even though he's been a positive influence on that offense. Like he has underperformed relative to his fantasy value.
Mm-hmm.
Gronkowski's only going to get better, and that's yes, he will. I mean, if you look at his stats, they've been going up the last few weeks.
Stop trying to compare biceps. Baby arms over here.
I don't know. I mean, Max, also AJ Green's out for at least a week, if not, he's not going to be right for like a month, so he's out.
Yeah, that's just fodder to my argument.
No. I'm saying like you have guys that are underperforming and or out. So those are 3 key guys. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Week after week, my running backs continue to get worse, as mediocre as they are.
Yeah, that's valid, I guess. I mean,
who do I even play this week?
I don't know.
Oh, DJ.
I don't know. I don't have any faith in my team, especially looking at the data that I put together that says only 1 week out of the 5 has my team actually been better than the average.
Yeah, that's interesting. We should share that with the rest of the league. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not as down on your team as I was 6 weeks ago, but I
think we've inversely crossed, you and I.
Yeah.
I can't wait until my team just starts dominating. I'm just looking at it, just poised to explode.
I'm looking at you poised to explode.
Ooh, awesome.
What do you guys think about Tim's team?
Tim's team's awful.
You know what? It's actually not that bad. I mean, when Arian Foster's healthy, and he's got Breeze. Breeze is on bye, and Tim's still going to smoke me likely. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's some pieces that put him into mediocre category, not top tier. Look at mediocre.
Yeah, but who's actually consistent for him? You can say Foster's probably a consistent guy. Julius Thomas is probably a consistent guy, but like outside of that, and Breeze, he has 3 consistent guys, and everyone else is boom or bust.
What team is different than that with 3 consistent guys and then boom or bust? It feels like this year that's how fantasy has been, except for Bert, who's just a consistently great human.
I guess a lot of us just don't have guys that we can rely on consistently. That's true.
Yeah, even Reggie Wayne has been relatively consistent, but he's still been for the most part boom or bust in that. Yeah. He's usually gonna get me 7, but this week he got me 3, and a couple weeks ago he got me 18. So it's still up in the air.
Jim, how do you like that Eric Ebron pickup? Stud.
Who is Eric Ebron?
What is?
Who?
He was the first pick tight end for Detroit.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, Beats. Since you're talking so much about your team, we'll go to your team. Beats. Your running back, sort of cohort is just well below average.
Jim, it's the worst tandem in the history of any league that's ever been created.
Wait, Beats, Jonathan Stewart, is he playing today? You have him starting.
We'll see, Jim. Just keeping everybody
Your
guessing.
breath smells like onions. Have you
I
brushed
know.
your teeth?
No.
Damn it.
I had a pre-workout supplement, so it makes it smell
Oh,
like
dude,
death.
it's so oniony.
Mm.
Guys, we have, just keep in mind, we have 12 viewers. A bunch of my friends joined are watching.
Then I apologize to each of them.
I do not.
But I shared this on Google Plus, so we have some just random people watching.
I want to meet.
Do they
those
want to
friends.
see our biceps again?
I don't know.
Do they want to have a dance party?
All right, what's the next matchup?
Well, we're looking at Beads and DJ right now. DJ's team.
DJ's been sneakily very good.
I know.
Look at
Well,
his team. It's amazing.
well, here's the thing. Cobb and Martellus Bennett are having career years. Frank Gore, he's like 68, but he's still running.
He's
like
just still crushing it, though.
He's
Yeah,
not, I don't think he's 68 though.
he's 31.
How old is he?
He's 31. Lynch,
Wait. When's his birthday?
Gore, I think.
October?
No, May. Marshawn Lynch, I'm just waiting for him to hit a wall. Like that guy he's going to absolutely break down in the next several months. At any time he could break down. I think he has more carries over the last 4 seasons than anyone in the NFL.
All right, but take it this way.
Yeah.
Would you bet on him to break down this year, or would you not bet on him to break down this year? I would bet on him not to break down this year.
I don't know. I really, I don't know. He has a bad back. He missed a whole first series of the last week's game because it was a bad back. He missed week 2. He didn't play. He only had 6 snaps or 6 carries because he had a bad. I don't know.
Bro, it's all about the Skittles.
He's dealing with his back injury. I don't know. But yeah, I think DJ. I've just seen him Hollow Man in the past, and he's certainly not a Hollow Man this year.
Yeah, I think
Jimmy
DJ's a
was
title
just
contender.
so proud of putting in the Hollow Man comment because when he reaches for his cup of coffee, it's like he's certainly not a Hollow Man this year.
Okay, Hollow Man.
Okay, Susan.
It's funny that he didn't play Trent Richardson, and Richardson, classic Richardson line, 17 for 41, so 2.3 yard to carry and 1 TD last week or on Thursday.
Yeah, I have Richardson in my other league. He's such a terrible
All right,
talent.
Jim, hold on. Can we just go back to my team?
We're done with your team, I thought.
Jim, we talked about my running backs.
All right, let's go back.
Kaepernick plays St. Louis tomorrow night. I'm expecting him to put up 25 points.
Okay.
Sankey, I think I read somewhere that he might have surpassed Sean Green as the number 1. Yeah, oh no, Sean Green's doubtful with a knee injury.
Dude,
That's Jeff's boyfriend.
that is.
So
But
get ready. This is his time to shine.
Yeah.
My season comes down to the next 2 weeks because if Sankey does really well, then he's going to get the majority of the carries.
Get out of here, you idiot dog.
Jonathan Stewart's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the NFL would have been better if Jonathan Stewart and D'Angelo Williams were never drafted.
Why do you always have one of those guys? Every year you have D'Angelo Williams or Jonathan Stewart.
I do. I don't know, and it's always just the worst.
Yeah.
But then, dude, my wideouts are studs. Justin Hunter finally scored points last week.
Yeah.
That's just a ticking time bomb.
Fitz isn't going to do anything. He hasn't been doing anything, and he isn't going to do anything the rest of the year.
Well,
Fitz
it's not-
has to
it's
move
not-
back to the average.
Yeah. It's not
He's
Fitz's
too bad.
fault.
I don't agree. I don't have a quarterback.
I mean, he's had a different quarterback every week.
Right.
Yeah.
So why would he get better? Even
Yeah,
if he has the same quarterback for the rest of the year, it's still not
it's all
a ton
about
of
the
time.
targets, bro. It's
Not if you have double coverage.
all about the targets. Give me them targets.
It looks like Carson Palmer's playing this week, though. That actually feeds.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
so if Palmer plays the rest of the year, he has a chance to get back to what he can
Yeah.
do.
He's most likely
do,
starting.
But it's Palmer. He's also like 60, and
Heisman. Heisman.
right, he won the Heisman before Prohibition.
Ugh, that was an awful joke.
I don't know. Yeah, Brister, I think you have a couple guys underperforming. Fitz is underperforming. Keenan Allen hasn't been that good this year.
Yeah.
He should be better. Ebron pickup's an interesting one. And to your point, Hunter, yeah, I think he'll continue to perform. Bishop
Jimmy
saying,
Graham, dude. If Jimmy Graham is hurt like later this season,
right?
I'm gonna kill myself.
He's
So
out.
everyone watching on Google Plus, you heard it here first.
Yeah, it looks like he's out 2 to 3 weeks, which is unfortunate because this is kind of key weeks for you. But
Cordell Patterson's just the worst.
Yeah, it's not his fault though. It's the same sort of thing as the Cardinals. That team has lost like its entire backfield.
Ow.
I don't know. Donald Brown. Bees, why don't you drop Donald Brown? I mean, Ryan Matthews is coming back next week.
Jim, don't tell me how to.
Don't micromanage.
Yeah.
All right.
Jim,
Drop Donald Brown.
no.
All right, let's move on.
To who?
Fine.
Let's go to Will's team.
I don't know.
Sorry, I hate. Sorry.
No, let's do Kyle and Austin. I like Kyle's had an interesting comeback these last couple of weeks. He was left for dead.
Kyle's team's not bad.
Can I just say Kyle's one of the worst fantasy players historically in this league?
I mean, he's bottom 3. And
Yeah.
that's like
And that's coming from Max. So Kyle, you
it's
should
pretty
just
obvious.
throw the rope around your neck now because Max just layeth the smack down.
I layeth the smack.
Smack.
I left him for dead a couple weeks ago, and he's resilient. And T.Y. Hilton, it didn't hurt that T.Y. Hilton got him almost 30 points on Thursday.
I know.
Yeah, that was insane.
Kyle looked out with the Matt Asiata fucking pickup.
Asiata's not that good. Look at his numbers. I mean, he had one.
Number one, Jim. No running backs are good. Who'd you rather have, Asiata or C.J. Spiller? Realistically, Jim.
That's a good point.
It is.
His team. Yeah, I mean, he needs Rodgers and DeMarco to kind of carry the load up top.
Which they've been doing, and they probably will continue. Well, Rodgers recently started stepping up, but
yeah.
But if you're gonna have to rely on 2 guys in the league, those are 2 guys that you'd want to rely on.
Yeah, you're right. No, I mean, you couldn't do much better at those positions.
Yeah,
But yeah.
if you have to rely on Zach Stacy and Chris Ivory, then you got trouble.
Yeah.
To be fair, Austin's wide receivers are just awful.
That's true. But Le'Veon Bell's been great.
Golden
Manning's
Tate
great.
and Crabtree, I think, had good weeks last week.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Vincent Jackson hasn't not been playing well. I mean, he should get a little bit better. He's not going to be great because of the quarterback situation.
No. He actually Jackson had a good year last year with Glennon. That Josh McCown injury was a
And
blessing.
the last 2 weeks haven't been bad. He's got a touchdown. He's got 170-something yards.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
Vincent Jackson had a very good year last year with Glennon under
yeah,
center.
it seems like he's getting it together.
I don't think he had a very good year last year.
He did. I'm pulling up his stats right now. Let's see. Vincent Jackson last year had 1,200 yards. 1,200 yards and 7 TDs. I'd classify that as a good year.
Fine, you win.
Um,
So happy.
Crabtree, any 49ers receiver, I do not want any part of them because you're just not going to get a lot of targets. They have like the sixth lowest rated passing attack.
Yeah.
And then Golden Tate actually is going to be really good. He's their new number 1 with Calvin out indefinitely.
All right.
So
No,
Yeah.
they have. I thought they picked up. I thought they have somebody else.
they have Tate.
Who?
Yeah, Tate's the guy they picked up in the offseason.
Yeah.
But Calvin's out, it sounds like, for 2 to 3 weeks with a high ankle sprain, if not more. It's just basically until he can make cuts.
Damn
Dude,
it, Austin
why-
picked up the Chargers D. I wanted to pick them up.
I'm the worst. My
All right.
defense
I
has
don't
gotten
have
me
a
for the
defense.
year negative points on the year.
Yeah.
Acknowledge Dwayne Allen. He's had 4 TDs in the last 6 weeks. The 1 week I started him, 0, 0, 0, 0 across the board. Just classic my luck. And why is Austin starting the carcass that is Darren McFadden?
Jimmy, what's a better word? Carcass, boneyard, or graveyard?
I like Boneyard.
Cadaver. None
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
cadaver too. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess he's like a decent flex. He gets some points, but I just think you could do better there. I mean, he doesn't have much on his bench actually to plug in there. So I guess you got to start McFadden. But Austin's been steady this year. Every week he scores between
Good.
90 and 100 points. Yeah. So
Austin's a contender, both in fantasy football and in my
Right.
heart.
well, you
Jim,
just don't want to play him when Manning has 50 points. I mean, then it's over. But
Jim, question for you.
yeah.
Why haven't you brushed your teeth?
I went to the gym. Have you
So
done
do
anything
it before
today?
you go to the gym.
No.
Yeah, I went to go get coffee.
Oh, congrats. Way to be productive.
Well, you
Yeah, exactly.
smell
Get
like
on.
cheeseburgers.
I'm not seeing anybody. I'm going to the gym. I'll go home. I'll have a nice omelet. I'll brush my teeth. Move on.
Nice. All right. Wait, Brister, what were we gonna say?
Let's go to a little segment I like to call Contender or Pretender.
Ooh, I like that. All right, this is the bead segment. All right, go.
Beats. Jeff Harris, Contender or Pretender at 2 and 3?
Pretender.
Why?
Let me pull up his team real fast. Because he has like 4 Oakland Raiders and Jaguars. I mean, look at his starting lineup. He actually has a good starting lineup, but
He's getting too many points out of Jordy last few weeks.
Yeah, he is relying on Jordy Nelson.
He's
And
always
DeAndre Hopkins.
He's always had shitty quarterbacks.
The Flack?
He's a weasel, that's why.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd say he is a pretender.
All right. How about Drew Morris?
Pretender.
At 2-3. Pretender or contender?
Because he's 1-4 against the average.
Ooh, Max bringing up stats.
He's starting Fred Jackson. Love it, by the way. Win.
Yeah, I mean, he's 15th.
Yeah, this doesn't give Graham touchdowns.
I don't know.
He's got a bad team. I'm calling it right now.
Rivers has been great.
Bad team.
I'd say Drew's probably a pretender.
Wow, Jimmy.
If Calvin Johnson's healthy,
Monsignor, take the knife out of your back.
if Calvin Johnson's healthy and is Calvin Johnson, then I think Drew
Well,
has a pretty good team. Without him, I think it drops off of.
yeah.
Juicy
Well, the reason I say that, well, I mean, he's definitely performed below average. But Andre Johnson has Ryan Fitzpatrick thrown to him, so he's kind of has a lost season. Although this past week he put up numbers.
Bro, Demaryius Thomas is fine. Okay, I'll allow it. Andre Johnson, no. Odell Beckham, no. Jordan Cameron, no. Stephen Ridley, no. Fred Jackson, no. My team is better than you, Drew.
No,
So just deal with it.
look at Fred Jackson's numbers. They're not that bad. He's pretty steady.
Yeah, but he's a pretender, Jim.
We should play
There's-
those pretenders
I
music.
think Drew's definitely. I think the Johnson brothers have really crushed him between Andre and Calvin. That's kind of doomed his team. So to me, he's not quite a contender. So, all right, continue, Beats.
And last one. This is gonna be weird. And the only reason I'm using this as a contender or pretender is because they're playing Drew, and they have a chance to move to 2-4, maybe go on a little run. Brendan Kirchner, who
This
probably
team is
doesn't watch
significantly better than his record indicates.
He's starting a running back named Storm Johnson just for that reason.
this. Then contender. His name is Storm Johnson. Alshon Jeffrey, Victor Cruz, Sammy Watkins. He's gotten hurt. He's actually gotten terrible luck.
Yeah, Kirchner.
All right, I don't know why he started. He's an idiot because he's starting Eli Manning over Nick Foles.
Eli's have been great the last few weeks.
Yeah, but Nick Foles is better.
Nick Foles is a matchup quarterback. You don't play him against.
He's also got a
terrible
billion
matchup.
better weapons than Eli Manning does.
But he doesn't know how to use them. If the two of them both
How
have
does he know
solid
how to use
matchups,
them? Jim, weigh in, please. We have this idiot that's on the pod. This is why you don't allow Max on the podcast.
if it's a similar matchup between the two, I'm taking Eli.
Then you're an idiot.
Here's the thing. I'd probably start Foles because he's home and he's been playing.
Whammy!
Whammy!
Well, the thing with Eli is, I guess Foles is better. Eli's going to throw, a pick or two, so you just kind of have to take that as well. But
what, the past 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever it has been, he's been incredible.
let's stack this. Yeah, been very good. Outside of week one,
He played Atlanta.
All right, and he's playing against Philly, one of the worst defenses in the league.
I'm calling Philly. All right, how about we do a little pick 'em? This isn't fantasy, but I have the Eagles winning by. I only have them winning by a touchdown, but I have the Eagles tonight easily. I just don't buy the Giants at all. Jim, who do you got?
I'm going Giants.
Me
But
too.
you both are Giant fans. Jimmy's
I'm not.
Jimmy's like a random fan of like 16.
I don't like the Giants.
Yeah, you do. You
like
were
them.
always a Giant fan.
Here's
I
the
stopped being a Giants fan when I grew up.
Here's a few reasons why the Eagles won't win. Their O-line, they're missing two starting. He's starting. LaShawn McCoy, maybe because of the O-line, has been ineffective, and their defense. Their defense has been, I think, the bottom third of the league. So I think those three factors are killing them. Because, they're decent at receiver. Like, I like Macklin, but they don't have – I don't know. Foles is not getting enough time. In the 2 games I've watched him play, he's been getting battered. So I guess that's another reason why Eli's a decent play, although he is away. And I feel like I don't know historically how Eli's performed at Lincoln Financial, but I don't know.
Jim.
Yeah.
Plus or minus 20 carries tonight for LaShawn McCoy.
Oof.
Plus or minus 20 yards.
Yeah.
No.
I'd say. He's been getting like 20 carries for 42 yards. That's been his kind of MO.
I think they're gonna feed him the rock tonight, man.
Jim, your lighting makes you look like you have cirrhosis of the liver.
Go timeout. You get 5 minutes away.
Yeah. All right, I like that pretender contender thing. I mean, it's interesting. Kirshner, yeah, well, he was
If
left for
Kershaw
dead,
wins tonight, man.
Yeah,
Wait, what division is he in? The winners or
He's
the
in the
losers?
I think he's in the idiots
Or
division.
idiots? Damn it.
Yeah,
If Kirshner wins, I think he ends up being a playoff team
I'm sorry. No, Kirshner is in the winners division.
because he's a winner.
It's a little tougher in the winners division, but not that much tougher. The two divisions are pretty even right now. I think the total.
Look, I think it's safe to say that I'm going to continue to drop. Kirshner's going to take my playoff berth right now.
Wait,
Yeah.
who's National Parks?
That's DJ.
DJ's 4-1.
Yeah, he's been fucking great. I was supposed to beat him, but I didn't.
Damn, the Rumson Max.
All right. Do you want to go through one more matchup? Let's go through Jacko and Jeff.
Yeah, Jacko never gets enough love on here.
I agree.
Enough love out of here.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
What do you mean?
Jim, go.
Yeah, I'm just kind of sizing up his lineup. Hey.
Jim, who was who was that?
That was my dad.
Oh, we need
I don't
to
know.
catch
Mr.
Armstrong.
I don't know why
He's gonna
Jacko
ignore it.
keeps benching Ahmad Bradshaw. The guy just continues to churn out double-digit weeks, and he keeps him on his bench.
Yeah.
Blake Bell, I mean,
I'm
what?
Jim, I
Blake-
can't
Blake
tell
Bell-
you how happy I am to see that DeAndre Hopkins got 1.2 yards or 1.2 points. Like, suck it, Jeff. Finally.
He's actually been a revelation this year. Steve Smith came back to earth last week with 5
I think he's going to stay back to earth.
Say
He
hi.
hasn't been good in a few years. Like,
Yeah, I agree. That week he had 2 touchdowns on 140 yards. He hasn't done that in 5 years. Like that was a complete random week against his former team. I think it was 2 weeks ago.
And
But
then he's got Vernon Davis and Reggie Bush. Ugh.
Reggie Bush, I think he's at the end of his rope. He's 30 in March. He just looks slow. And with Joyke Bell back, I think he's going to be kind of relegated to
He's
splitting.
got Flack Daddy at quarterback. Please.
Forte though, I mean that offense runs through Forte. I like
Come on.
him there. Lamar
He's gonna be
Miller.
Like 40
oh,
bucks on that.
I paid you.
No.
I paid you that $10.
Dude, like 4 years ago, Jim.
Yeah.
What was the bet?
I bet Brister $10 that Joe Flacco would be a top 7 quarterback by the end of the year, and he finished like 16th. And I paid him $10 like 2 weeks ago. I specifically remember.
On what though? What did you buy me?
I don't know. I gave you $10 though.
Buy me something.
All right.
I was wrong.
It's interesting. I'm looking at matchup by matchup. I think Jacko and Jeff will actually have a pretty even matchup today.
I mean,
mean, 'cause-
Jeff did not get a hot start.
Jacko is going to absolutely dominate this game. He's going to win by 40 points.
Well, it's possible that Des Bryant won't do much.
it's funny
Des-
that one
Des-
of them starting Joaquin Bell
Joik.
and
Joaquin.
the other is starting Reggie Bush. So
Yeah, that kind of like negates both of those guys.
on a terrible running team, you're starting.
Gio Bernard could have a big week.
Here's the thing, though. Eddie Lacy's playing Miami, which is one of the top defenses in the league. Gio Bernard's playing Carolina. They haven't been as good this year. And then Des Bryant's playing Seattle, who they haven't been a great fantasy defense, but they're still, I think, in terms of points, I think they're like a top 8 defense this year.
And they're
And
playing
they're
Dallas.
still putting what's his name on Bryant.
And then, yeah,
That's
and then
exactly.
And then Greg
Sure.
Jennings against Detroit. I mean, Minnesota's awful, and Detroit has the best front four in the league. So I don't know. I think Jacko actually is running into some tough defenses. And Cleveland's D actually is not that bad. And who's that corner they had? Who was like one of the best in the league? Hayden.
James
Hayden.
Delphont?
No, Hayden.
No, it's True Font number 1.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Who is that?
It's Brister and Max. Do you want to make a guest appearance? We're doing a podcast.
Hey,
Hey,
Yes.
care to weigh in on anything?
why does it keep blinking back and forth?
Oh, because it's like a broadcast on air. So whoever talks, it turns to that camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on the internet now.
I want to see how ugly you are. Who's
Yeah.
winning this fantasy football thing this year?
That's what we're
I'd say Bert.
discussing.
Probably Bird, yeah.
Brett Campion.
Oh yeah.
He's dominating so far. It's pretty. It's pretty. I say the parity is pretty. Every team kind of has a shot.
Yeah.
No one's quite out of it yet.
Not really mine.
Mr.
Yeah.
Armstrong, what do we got on the tap for the day?
Oh, working. I'm always working.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Just getting stuff done. Keeping the ship afloat.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
You got to put Jim to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him carry some TVs down to the basement. I bought a bunch of these stupid TVs, so gotta find a place to put them. So
I got a place up here. Wait.
yeah, right. All right, see you later, guys.
All right, Mr. Trump.
Why isn't he in our league?
We should kick Jacko. No, we should kick Jacko's been great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like everyone in our league.
What about me? I'll sacrifice this.
Kirshner, honestly, Kirshner has played his way out of the league.
I'm telling you, man, he's making a comeback this year.
No, I agree. I love Kirshner, but I like the whole European way where it's like the top 8 teams stay and the bottom 4 go into the B division.
Yeah.
But no, I think our league's great. Jacko's
Like the B team in baseball in high school when I was on that. Dominated it though.
Yeah, but what
Me and
about
Matt.
what about Scar wanting in the league?
yeah. I mean, that'd be interesting, but
That's Jimmy's way of saying
No way in
absolutely
hell.
not.
no, I
It's
think
a little
the
whack.
addition of Jacko has injected some nice spark to our league.
Yeah, little sex appeal. I like it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think to finish off in this matchup analysis, I think I don't know. Jeff is like by definition he is a weasel, so I could see him. I could
What do
see
you
him.
mean by definition?
I don't know. He just weasels his way into victories, but I could see him pulling something out. I don't think Jack is gonna win by 40. I don't like any of Jacko's matchups this week. I mean, Lacey is playing Cameron Wake and all the that Miami front 7 is just.
I only like Gio Bernard's matchup.
All right, guys, I'm getting kind of tired. Can we wrap this up?
Yeah. Any outlying thoughts on the league? NFL, not our league.
No, but we gotta come up with something to make it more interesting week to week. Like,
I'd like to point out how stupid Adrian Peterson is.
Yeah.
I started reading about some of the things he's done over the years. Like everyone knows about like 6 kids from 7 women or something like that.
that's
I read about
It's hard to believe. And for me, it's
all
hard
right, so
to
seven kids, 6 women, whatever.
I'm telling you.
You're right. I got you. And then I read about in like 2012 he got in a fight with a cop at a club, and like it took like 4 cops to subdue him, and he was just being a dick. And then obviously the shit that's coming out recently, like how fucking he told he was getting a piss test like last week, and he told the person that was testing him that he's been smoking some weed. How fucking stupid is this guy?
Smoking
Sorry.
that weed.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's all coming out now. Like it hasn't graduated.
I look pretty good at this time.
But yeah, he seems kind of delusional too, because he actually, I think as recently as last week, he expected to play again this year for Minnesota, which it certainly sounds like this year's out. I'm sure he'll be back. I'm sure he'll play next year.
He just refused a plea bargain for on this case right now.
Well,
He refused it.
That cost him this season. So if he would have,
Right.
Yeah.
What a moron.
Yeah.
I could beat him up too.
Remember when Jeff will remember this? Max tried defending his statement of, I asked Max, what would you do if Jay Cutler barged into our apartment 2 years ago and just took a shit on our floor? And Max is like, I'd beat the shit out of him. And we're like, no,
he would beat me up, but I would at least stand up for myself.
No, you wouldn't. You're the biggest pusher. This is a
If
question for the
someone
league.
poops on my floor, like
This is a question for the league. Who's a bigger pushover, Jimmy or Max? I want you to think about that and come back to us by next week.
All right, make a poll.
Fine. Max, who's more beta, Jimmy or Max? I think it's easily Max. But it's a good question for the league. So.
Cool. Bees, you're missing out.
Don't vote for me.
Max, Paul Stanley, and I are going fishing next Sunday, so you're missing
That
out.
literally sounds like the worst thing anyone could potentially do.
It's supposed to be nice next weekend.
Not with that crew.
Up to the Finger Lakes we go. All right, we'll let you guys go. I think we kept this
To the Finger Lakes? Oh my god.
That's not bad. It was 47, I think, last week. But yeah, we had some viewers from the Google Plus community join. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll post it on YouTube.
Yeah, let us know your feedback. We don't necessarily care, but we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll structure this a little differently every week, pending any sort of feedback we get.
Yeah.
I didn't wear enough makeup this time.
We gotta start doing that.
No, we don't.
Well, maybe Bees next week. Maybe we'll do it all together because Max and I are driving up to Hoboken Saturday afternoon. So maybe I'll shoot down Saturday morning and we'll do it from someone's apartment.
Little guest locale.
Well, yeah, a little in person, you know.
All right, I like that.
Yeah. I almost kind of want to do the PTI sort of thing where like you bring up a topic and then we each have like 20, 30 seconds to debate it. I think
Wait, does that mean? But then we need a Tony Reale. So who's going to be our Tony Reale?
Me.
I don't know. Let's have we should have Tim as a guest next week. He's the lawyer.
What is that? But why does that mean he's a guest?
Well, like accurate, accuracy, facts,
Lawyers are known for lying.
They're argumentative. They're not factual.
I don't know. Think about it. We'll think about it. It's either that or Barron maybe.
No,
Jefferson
Barron doesn't get up. Yeah, Barron doesn't get up before noon, so that won't work.
We can have him on. He'll just be laying in bed.
Yeah,
We'll get Wacky to like set up a camera.
That would be nice and intimate.
That would be awful.
All right. Well, we'll close this up. All right. Enjoy.
All right, this is Beads and Smickety.
Yeah.
And
all right. Later. I'm stopping.
Yes.
See you guys.